Everyone, Zeddy here again today with another Titans card review. It's like 2 in the morning where I am, but I don't sleep. I wait for cards to come out. I review them, especially when they are legendary minions that can literally steal Titans from your opponent and let you play them. This is a pretty crazy card. It's probably not very good, but I feel like with the proper mana cheat or maybe just the proper setup, this could be an absolutely pretty cool bonkers card. I don't know. What's that even mean? But anyways, we're going to review that card. And, well, also, if you want to win this card and all the other cards in this Hearthstone Titans expansion, we have a giveaway going on of 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket. All you have to do is like and comment in the video description below. Be subscribed to the channel. We are just 400 subscribers away from unlocking that next mega bundle. We're gonna up it at 71k and every 1,000 after that, so hit that sub button, make me go broke. Before we get into the video though, I want to give a shameless plug on top of my shameless giveaway plug for our first ever short. I uploaded my first ever short just a few hours ago for the Daring Fireheart Shaman portrait, the latest new portrait in the shop. Basically do what we normally do in our videos, showing off her emotes and all of that. Even got the Noggin Fogger in there to show the sorry emote, so check that out. It's linked in the description below, and let me know if that's something you like prefer over just including it in random videos where it can get lost. But maybe I'll include it in both, right? I can still include it in both, so you can, if you don't want to watch a short, you still get in the regular video. So let me know in the comments below if we should do both, just shorts, and also I'll monitor and see how well it's doing, and see, you know, if that's something people want, because I could go back and do like every portrait in the game if we really want to. I have them all, so again, check that out. And the portrait looks great. I just wish it had like a tray and all that. I don't give my review on it, but I don't really typically go too heavy on that in the videos themselves anyways. But let's take a look at the card and not this portrait. And what is the card? It's pretty crazy, honestly. It is Kolagarn, the neutral legendary, an 8 mana, 6/10, really thick boy. That's like Eldritch Horror stat line, I think. Did Eldritch Horror, is that a 6/10 or a 6/12? It's a pretty random card. You can let me know if it's what it was. It was just like a vanilla minion, but still, you know, it was something. Regardless, this has Rush and pretty crazy effect. Whenever this attacks a minion, you put it in your hand. So you literally steal the minion on the board. It goes into your hand, it's gone. So even if it's a 20/20 on the board, you hit it, it goes into your hand. However, there's a downside to the card. It's not just straight green crazy removal. There is Death Rattle. You move any in your hand to your opponent. So you will remove it off the board. You will remove the minion no matter what off the board. And if it's a Death Rattle, that won't resolve. It's not going to be killed. So like a Tyrion, for example, they won't get Ashbringer. That minion is gone. They can't resurrect it. It's a similar effect like that. And there's one really, really important thing to note as well. As shown on the reveal site by Invent Global, they have this little GIF here of it attacking. And you'll see it doesn't take damage. When it rushes in, it doesn't take damage. So Thaddeus here goes straight to their hand. So it has a shot of surviving. That's the big thing with the card, right? It needs to survive so you can actually play out the card. Because the idea is you steal it. First you remove a big threat, then you steal it and play it. So then when this dies, your opponent will not get that card back. And this could be incredibly strong in regards to Titans. This can remove a Titan off the board if there's no taunt in the way or anything like that. You add it to your hand and you could possibly play it before your opponent steals it back. Is that likely to happen in the current Hearthstone game when this is 8 mana? No. There are classes though like Druid, which can, you know, ramp up, play this a bit early. Hell, they have their Death Rattle, location and can proc this and completely destroy their whole game plan. That would be an awful idea, wouldn't it? No, I didn't actually think that. I'm just joking, please. But there are, there are strategies to cheat out Death Rattles in like Rogue. There's that 2/1 that can make your Death Rattle cards cost cheaper because it is technically a Death Rattle card. It's also a Rush card. Demon Hunter has access, as I mentioned, for every single Rush card, access to the 3 mana spell that makes your Rush minions cost 1 less. There are some ways to cheat this out. but not great ways, right? And I feel like this is a card that probably needs to get cheated out because you really need to get that value. But at the end of the day, it's still like removing a threat off the board, and then your opponent will have to replay it. But if it's something like a Titan, you probably don't want to do that because a lot of them have like battle cries or, you know, advantages for doing that. They reset their abilities. It's a weird one. Do I think this card is good? Do I think it's good to see standard play? I doubt it, but it's one of those ones that can be a sleeper just for the fact that if there's any way to reliably like get it out, like I thought that whole like mishmash mosher wasn't going to be good enough, but you could cheat it out, and that one can clear a whole board with immune and all of that. But you know, you could throw immune on this, but that doesn't help a lot. You could give it Wind Fury. There's some implications to it. I think it's a really cool, interesting card. Very late game focused as well. We've had a lot of late game focused cards, but I will give it a 2 in standard. I will give it a 2 in standard. There's shenanigans, of course. You can play like that Masked Reveler, I think it's called, the 6-mana 4/4 rusher, and then it dies and summons Caligorn, and then you hit in, and then you could like maybe try and scam that way. There are some potentials you can evolve into this, but I just don't see it as a card you're going to play. But maybe comments will let me know about how wrong I am. In Wild, do you think Big Priest is ever troll enough to run this? It's probably not good enough because, you know, it's no Colossal or anything like that, but there's shenanigans there. You could play Anka in Rogue and make this a 1-mana 1/1, right? That's terrible, but you could do it. Well, actually, it's not that bad. You play it for 1 and then you have all the mana to play what you take. That's something, but yeah, in Wild, it's probably complete unplayable garbage, and so I'm going to give it a 1 there. Standard, it's probably more like I'm going to give it a 2. I just think it has, I don't want to be completely wrong. I'm just going to be mostly wrong, something like that, but it should be a pretty interesting card. I think people will have some fun with it, and I think that is it for the neutral legendaries. This is the 5th one revealed. There might be more. There's typically just 5 in the neutral set for each expansion, but it does look like we have at least 2 more neutral reveals. One's later at 9 a.m. today, I believe, and there's one at 7 a.m. So there might be still some legendaries, but let me know what you guys think about that one in the comments below. Do you think I'm overhyping it, or do you think this will be like the ultimate Titan removal card? I think it's pretty sweet. And also, just again, a quick plug, check out the short, check out the portrait thing. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. And well, we're gonna see, will Caligorn be the next meta breaker in Wild or Standard, or just be another card that's like just really insane if you evolve into it, or, you know, just get it randomly somehow? There's gotta be a way to cheat it out. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.